The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
Because the U.S. doesn't save, it will put pressure on our balance of payments deficit and our trade deficit. This plan, by putting pressure on national saving, will actually make our trade deficits worse with these and other nations, and putting more pressure on middle-class American workers.
Savings? Why didn't anybody do anything about the savings the first day that Trump was in office? The biggest problem is our savings. Without savings, we can't grow the economy. What grows the economy is small businesses. They are the backbone. They are the engine to our jobs. They're the engine. Without small businesses, you have no engine to job growth, to wages. They're the engine. And they are what grows the middle class. And it's ridiculous that right off the bat they didn't come in and do something. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. It is amazing, isn't it? The more stuff you hear every day from these jibber-jabbers about this tax cut, the trade deficit is one of the worst things you can have. It adds about $200 billion to our deficit, our overall deficit, which is a killer. Deficits kills jobs, especially trade deficits. And they're not focusing enough on trade deficit. You know, this tax cut, as I keep saying over and over, everybody's trying to sell it as it's going to cure everything, when it cures very little, when it does very little. We're not going to see the corporations invest. They're not going to invest. They never invest. The corporations in the last 9 years have never taken their profits and invested them. Why are they going to do it now? They're going to take even more profits, put it in their pocket, the CEOs. Because CEOs, remember, their compensation is tied to stock options. So they're going to take the money, and they're going to get more stock options, and they're going to buy their own shares back, artificially pushing up the earnings, which artificially puts up the stock price. Ridiculous. And then you got the Democrats on the other side. They didn't want to vote. They didn't want to have one vote. I couldn't believe this. Not one vote for this tax plan. As bad as it is, there's some good stuff in it too. But not one Democrat? And they're supposed to be, I love about Democrats, they're about fairness, not economic growth. Well, that's for sure. We've seen a lot of what they call fairness in the last 8 years. In fact, because of the fairness and not economic growth, we had the slowest recovery in history. Out of all the presidents, he's the only one that never grew the economy 3%. Jimmy Carter had to be delighted. No longer is he looked at as the worst president ever. Obama has taken that reign over. Are you kidding? He accepted that. Obama just is there's no worse president than Obama. I mean, he's contributed nothing. That you love how they keep talking about Obamacare. Obamacare was a disaster. It's a pure distribution of wealth. It's a socialist program, is what it is. They tried to cover 20. They keep bragging about how they cover 21 million people, poverty, people that couldn't afford insurance, and that's a wonderful thing. We're about fairness. Well, wait a minute. What about the fairness to the guy that has multiple jobs? We have 3.4 million, the highest ever amount of people that have now multiple jobs, 2, 3 jobs. What about being fair to them? The wife's working multiple jobs, the husband, they hardly see each other. The family unit is breaking apart. You can see that in the malls with the kids with their spiked hair and their bell bars in their nose and bell bars in their ears. We're losing the strength of this country is the family. And the family unit is falling apart because nobody's at home at night anymore to get grounded so everybody eats together. I remember when I was a kid, you had to be there. Boy, if you weren't at 6 o'clock at home to eat supper, you had it. You get a beating. So it's again, this fairness. Fairness killed this economy. We are in such a mess, and Trump's trying to dig our way out. But the tax cut's not going to do it. That's the only thing I don't like about Trump. He's got his guys out there selling us a fantasy. He's selling us a hypocrisy. The tax cut's not going to do anything for to grow the economy. You're not going to get to a GDP of 3% because of a tax cut. You get to 3% GDP because government creates an environment for small businesses to grow. And for startup business, startup business is 60% of our jobs we get from startup businesses, from entrepreneurs. You got to create an environment for them. Make sure they're out there getting have availability to money. And when you don't have savings, because this is the thing, I don't understand why when President Trump became president the first week, he didn't automatically go in there and say, look, no more of this 0% rates. This is going to stop, because the only way we could get 0% rates where we could loan to corporations and hedge funds and very, very wealthy people in the banks at 0% because we destroyed the savings of our seniors. We destroyed savings. We dropped savings rate down to 16 cents on every $100 instead it was $7. That subsidized the 0%. Remember, the only way they could loan to the banks and hedge funds 0% interest is by screwing the savers. By taking the savings that was $7 on every $100 and gave them, 16 cents? They should have stopped that immediately. Because the savings is where, again, small businesses go into these smaller banks, these community banks, to borrow money. Remember, small businesses aren't public companies. They can't go to Wall Street. So they go to their local community banks. If the local community banks don't have savings, then the local community banks move up their interest rates. If you're a bank and you don't have much savings, you don't have much money to sell, you have to keep moving your interest rates up. And then it gets worse, because the government, they're always borrowing money, printing money, borrowing money, printing money, that when I, as a businessman, goes into my local bank, a local community bank, I go to get a loan, all of a sudden I find the interest rates are so high, they crowded me out. Why are interest rates high? Because the big businesses have to keep on, and the big government has to keep borrowing money, and they do it by printing and printing and printing, and then the interest rates are up. I get crowded out. That's why we can't grow the economy. So, and this ridiculousness, how the Democrats are so fair. Let me tell you, the Democrats aren't fair, nor are the Republicans. They both suck. And as I say, as a result of the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, it was a disaster. It was nothing but distribution of wealth to cover 21 million people, and therefore your premium went up from $400 a month to $1,200 a month because we were subsidizing the lower income Americans. I'm not saying not to help them, but there was better ways of doing that. It was done that way to give insurance companies a windfall so that Obama could get the insurance companies to back his campaign with TV ads. Now, wait a minute. Same thing with Bush. Baby Bush did the same thing with the prescription drugs. He made a deal. Remember when he was going to go the second term, he said we're going to be able to now go over to Canada and buy their drugs, and then all of a sudden the insurance companies got mad, and then they made a deal with him. Hey, how about if we take care of your TV advertising for you? Will you drop the idea of letting Americans go over to Canada and buy cheaper drugs? I said no problem. And then remember, he raised, and when he did that, the pharmaceutical companies raised prices on the 120 most used drugs by seniors. Fairness, Democrats or Republicans, they wouldn't know fairness if they tripped over it.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil'sGang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. Phil'sGang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He's used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
So right now, we're doing is I told my gang we're going to slowly start buying gold and gold mining stocks. Please join the gang right now. 877-600-GANG. Why don't you try it? Very low risk, big rewards.
Don't wait. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Join Phil's Gang today and follow Phil on the gold stocks. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
It's never too early to plan for the holidays. And this year, why not give the gift of comprehensive stock market investing knowledge with a Phil's Gang gift certificate? That's right. For only $39.95, you could give someone special on your holiday list the gift of the Phil's Gang membership. What a great idea. Giving someone complete access to all of Phil's material, including the daily live webinar class, alerts, Phil's recommendations, plus so much more. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The MaxVest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the MaxVest is they follow the important money. The hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
There it is. Do you remember when Michelle Obama said to the kids they got to graze? They got to graze for lunch? I mean, just horrible. Remember she put in her lunch menu and the kids had to eat that crap? I mean, it was asparagus and just stuff the kids don't want to eat at school. It's up to their parents, not up to Michelle Obama. Remember she took the chocolate milk away from them? The kids were wasting so much food, they wouldn't eat that crap. It was up to the parents. It's not up to the school teacher. It's not up to the school system to take care of their kids. It's up to the parents. So when Michelle Obama went in there and just forced all these terrible meals on the kids, they were wasting the food. They were throwing it out. They weren't eating it. So the nutrition went down, not up. So finally, Trump brought back the chocolate milk. I love chocolate milk. I always make chocolate milk. And so I'll tell you this, he's a hit. Oh, the kids, boy, they're going to vote. They're going to tell mom and dad to vote for Trump because they got rid of the asparagus for chocolate milk. Boy, he's going to be a hero, isn't he? I think that's pretty funny. You know, again, going back to this fairness, the Republicans aren't fair. They don't have a bone of fairness in them either. The richest 1% owns about 39% of the stock market. Remember that. The richest 1%. That's a handful of people. 80% of Americans together just own 8% of all the shares of stocks. Let's repeat that. 80% of Americans, as an aggregate, own just 8% of all the shares of stock. What are you, nuts? So when they interfered with the stock market, when they did their central planning, when they manipulated the stock market through quantitative easing, printing $100 billion and throwing it into the stock market to push it up, giving 0% interest money to the CEOs so they can buy their own stock, pushing up a stock market. And I love it when they say, oh, look at our earnings. Our earnings are terrific. Earnings are 17%. Hold on a minute here. You cheated to get your earnings. How are you getting your earnings? You're exporting all the good jobs overseas. Then you're doing the H-1B visas. You're bringing people in, even our best, Microsoft, Intel, they're bringing people in that will do the same job for half the money. They closed down 76,000 U.S. factories. It's all about cutting overhead. And the biggest, this is where they're getting their earnings from. Now, I'm not saying every company. The banks, they cut too, sure. But the banks, they have good earnings. When you hear the earnings, those are good earnings, good quality earnings. But very few companies have good quality earnings. They got it from cutting overhead. Remember, for 8 years, cut overhead. And the biggest overhead was cut labor. Keep shifting your jobs overseas. Keep shifting those jobs. It killed our economy. And then when they said, look at the stock market, it's up again, up again, up again. Well, always remember when you hear that every day, new high, new high, new high. Just remember, Americans together own just 8% of all the shares of stock. That's it. It's the 1% that make all the money in the stock market, and you got to be in the stock market. How are you not in it? I'll never understand how you're not in the stock market.
There's no evidence that this economy is slowing down. The economic news has even been better.
Economic fundamentals remain quite strong. The economy is going to grow, tax increases are going to come in, and boy, everybody's going to be much, much better off.
There's a lot of excitement and energy when good things happen for economic growth, which we're pushing in the House and the Senate. The stock market goes up.
What a bunch of nonsense. The stock market doesn't go up because of that. Stock market's been going up because of central planning. The stock market's been going up because they go in and they rig the market to go up. It's that simple. It's that simple. The Democrats always say that the real formula for growth is better access to education, health care, transportation. All of that makes workers more productivity. Wait, yeah, that's good stuff, but that's not what drives the economy, grows the economy. It helps, but that's not what grows the economy. Are you kidding? What grows the economy, or what makes the worker productive, where he can command higher wages, okay, is when you purchase more goods. Look, the whole thing would grow. 70% of our growth of our GDP comes from consumption. So if you got to get the worker productive, so when you get the worker productive, his wages go up. It's that simple. Higher wages. When a worker is truly productive, he can command, I want a raise. If he's I want a raise. And then with higher wages and raises, they go out and purchase more goods. And then these purchases turn around and motivate companies to expand and to invest, called capital investment, into new machinery, into new buildings, into to anything to produce more. And it creates more and better jobs. But that's not what's going on. The CEOs of these companies, I don't care how much tax cuts you give them, they're not going to put a penny in that was going to make wages go up. The only wages that are going up is their own wages. And they're admitting it. And yet they haven't put a mandate in on their tax cuts that, hey, the only way you get these tax cuts, if you prove to us you're taking the windfall profit on these taxes, you're saving money, that savings is plowed back into your company. Even a certain percentage, but they didn't do that. Profits, they tell us, are record levels. Remember, you hear that every day. They're record levels. But they do it by cheating, not from investing. They're doing it by cheating. Remember, tax cuts don't always work. What grows the economy is not tax cuts, is capital investment, and you give people better machinery to produce. That's what grows. Look what happened to Bush tax cuts in 2001, 2003. The economy didn't grow, it stalled. And he said the same thing as they're saying now. Oh, we're going to really grow the economy. It didn't grow. We'll be back with some stocks and how to make some money in a moment. Phil's gang, join my gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. I'm limited with time, real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. They offer a free weekend seminar class. They put big, dazzling names with their programs. But are they really just offering a sales pitch? At philsgang.com, we are the leader in teaching, informing, and helping members understand stock charting, investing in the stock market, and making true profits. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provides daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you could imagine. Plus, the philsgang.com friendly customer support team is available when you need us most. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market? Don't hesitate. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Did you miss today's Phil's Gang radio show with Phil Grandy? The archives are absolutely free, posted in audio and video formats. Go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com. Let me ask you, do you have a backup plan? Most of us have a financial backup plan. What if your backup plan doesn't work out? What if the market corrects 20, 30, 40%? At philsgang.com, they go to great lengths to develop stock market investing programs that match the needs of their customers. They are closely aligned with what the customer wants, and they have comprehensive educational investing programs that are tailored for beginners to experienced investors. philsgang.com provides daily live stock market webinars. They post up-to-the-minute market alerts, stock performances, and market analysis. For only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com is making sure their customers have a financial backup plan by providing the investing tools and guidance that their customers seek. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil. The Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
And welcome to Phil's Gang. We'll check in on our video charts. Now, if you want to join the gang and follow the video, where the video is up 24 hours a day. We redo the video during the day. It's a selection of stocks, a small selection of stocks that we follow every day. And what we do is we make investing so easy for you and fun. Yeah, it's got to be fun too. And you're not going to go through the grind of listening to your broker or your planner, who, by the way...
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
Yeah, you hand somebody $100,000 and they tell you right up front, they have no responsibility to you at all. None. Zero. To themselves and their partners. And you're handing them money. That 401k is a disaster. It's a failed experiment. It's the biggest con job. They call it the biggest skimming operation in America. They skim $250 million a day in commissions off the top. You don't even see it. And they bury those commissions in stock value, net asset value, so you can't even find it. You can't even see it. Look, we make it fun. We make it easy. All you have to do is, at the end of the day, and during the day, you just go take a minute. Just check the video. For example, we've been working with BBBY. That's Bed, Bath, and Beyond. And it's up 28% since we started with that stock from when it turned green. But let's say the average gang member got half of it. What's wrong with that? Let's say you got a 10% return, because not all gang members get in exactly when it turns the color. But the most important thing, they will get out of these stocks before all the institutions, meaning the big commercial banks, all the hedge funds, all the insurance companies, all the REITs, all the big boys. When they pull their money out, you're not going to call. You're not going to have to call your broker. What should I do? What should I do? How many times have you called your broker when the market was going down and say, "What should I do? What should I do?" And then they try to calm you down. They have classes. Do you know that your brokers and planners take these classes to calm you down?
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. Don't pay attention to your portfolio.
How stupid is that? Don't pay attention to your portfolio. No, give it to somebody who's a total stranger. Isn't that stupid? And there's no fiduciary relationship either.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
Are you nuts? If somebody came down from another planet and saw you doing it, they think you have to be locked up. And what's a financial advisor anyways?
What's a financial advisor?
That is a term that means almost nothing.
That's right. It means nothing. Anybody can be a financial advisor. Yeah, he could be a mailman. Next day, he's your financial advisor. It's amazing. So this way, all you do is I select with my team a stock. Sometimes we're doing 5 stocks. Sometimes we're doing just 2 stocks. And then on the video, for example, Bed Bath & Beyond is up 28%. Juniper is up 12%. AU is up 10%. The spiders, beautiful, the spiders. If you do anything, just join my gang to let me tell you when to buy the spiders, when to get out, when to add to it. What we do with all these stocks, you don't even have to think. We just tell you when to do it, when to buy, when not to buy, when to add. You haven't got to do any thinking. You're talking a minute a day, 2 minutes a day, the most 2 minutes. What's it take to go to your mobile device and say, okay, I've been investing in Bed Bath & Beyond. You look, you say, okay, he said he's told you to take profits today. Leave half on, take some off, put some more on. I mean, if you just follow the instructions. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Join my gang and follow me in the video stocks. We have a program. It's a new program we started a few months ago. It's very, very popular for people who just don't have time. And people say, I don't have time to learn. I just want to make money. And this is how you do it. There's no program I know of anywhere else in the country that's like this. Check it out. 877-600-GANG. And all we ask is you reach out to St. Jude and help St. Jude out if you make some money. Okay, so the stock market, what's going on? 2 days now, the stock market is in trouble. The stock market, they're selling into it. I told you they were going to do it. This rally, this 35% rally, since the president was elected back in November 2016, the election night, has been going up on nonsense, rallying into the hope of a tax cut. Not earnings. No, not earnings. Not margins, not top line sales, in the hope they're going to do this great tax cut. So the market's going up 30% with nothing underneath it. Nothing. But what a beautiful 30% it's been. And all you got to know is when to get out. Do you think this guy's going to tell you when to get out right here? This dope? When you call him, say, what do you think? I'm up 15%. Should I get out? What do you think he's going to say?
You're fine. You don't pay
Yeah,
attention.
you're fine. Don't get out. Why? Because he doesn't want you out. Because why? How does he get paid? He gets paid on you staying in the market, not getting out. He gets paid on the aggregate of investing. In other words, if they start a fund and the fund goes from 1 million to 30 million, they get paid on that growth. And during that time from 1 million to 30 million, you could be losing 10%, 12%, 15%. It doesn't bother them because they're not losing. They make money on the growth. They don't make money on what they're doing for you. They're not connected to you. They should be tied to you, saying, you know what? I only get paid if you make money. I'll get a certain percentage of the returns I get you. No, that's not how this business works. What an incredible business. It's the only business that I know that people don't even know what the hell they're buying. It's the only business I know that you give somebody money up front and they don't have to give you any performance. It's like if a painter came to your house and you paid him $10,000 up front to paint your house. Would you do that? You say, what, I'm an idiot? Well, aren't you doing the same thing with the stock market? Aren't you handing strangers your money? Oh, okay, maybe you went and golfed with your broker. But he has no control over your money. He's a salesman. His job is to get your money out of your pockets and into a fund. And then there's a fund manager. He doesn't even know who the hell he is. He's never even met him. And the fund manager, he's in there for himself, not for you. Nobody's in there for you. This way, you got control. This way, we're all in this. When the stock goes up, the beautiful thing is, when it starts going down, we will know. And we tell you now to get out. Just like we did with Juniper. Juniper was up about 24%, or I think 18, 19%. Then it started to pull back because last week all the big tech stocks got hit. But guess what? We got out before that happened. And now we have still a 12% gain. We did the same thing with AU, with gold. Gold was up about 13%. And I told my gang, okay, the next 2-3 days, this stock is going to go down. We can see the signals get out. So all you do is go to the video, and you look at, oh, Phil said to get out. The stock's going to go down the next 2-3 days. You would have got out, and you would have maintained your 13%. What a beautiful thing. 877-600-GANG. All right. So listen to this.
Well, the fact that we're borrowing $2.3 trillion with a T, primarily from China, and bringing it back here to the United States and giving it to the wealthiest people in the country. So every year we're going to be paying interest on this money we're borrowing, and you have to tie it into the context of what China's doing with their economy and with their military. They're doing huge infrastructure projects with battery-powered cars, wind, solar. They're racing to the new economy with American dollars.
American dollars. And corporations keep borrowing and borrowing. And when you go to the supermarket, your dollar doesn't even buy half of what it used to. We'll be right back. Join my gang. They're waiting for your call. 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
We will never fully understand what we've asked of you, or your families, asking you to put yourself in harm's way, to endure it all. But we do understand that it's our turn, our duty, to keep you secure for the rest of your life. Wounded Warrior Project long-term support programs help our most severely ill or injured veterans live independently, at no cost, for life, so that they might stand at ease. Join us at findwwp.org.
Phil's Gang and Choice Trade are separate and unrelated companies. Choice Trade does not provide any investment advice or recommend or endorse any particular security or investment strategy. At philsgang.com, we're always striving to understand our members' needs. And for over 18 years, philsgang.com has met the goals to educate and inform investors how to make the most of your money and your choices. That's why Phil Grandy and philsgang.com has teamed up with Choice Trade, a leading online broker for stocks and options. Choice Trade has received 4 stars 6 times from Barron's in their annual survey of online brokers. Phil Grandy at philsgang.com recommends Choice Trade as your online broker. For more information on Phil's Gang and opening an account with Choice Trade, go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
So right now, we're doing is I told my gang we're going to slowly start buying gold and gold mining stocks. Please join the gang right now. 877-600-GANG. Why don't you try it? Very low risk, big rewards.
Don't wait. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Join Phil's Gang today and follow Phil on the gold stocks. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Big tech, they were badly beaten down in the last few days. Is this an occasion where you buy on the dip? Because we have seen a dip.
We've definitely seen a dip, and what I would say is buy quality on the dip. Pick the all-stars. Pick an Amazon, which I own. Pick something like Apple, which I don't. Pick the ones that are going to be there.
Pick. Really? Let me tell you, the FANG stocks that he's talking about. If I go to my chart right now, my gang, a lot of my gang members own Amazon. Amazon has gone up from last year, a year ago, Amazon's going up 150%. 150% the stock has gone up in a year's time. I got it right on my chart. For those who have a mobile device, you can see this. A year ago, 150% it went up. Now he's telling you to buy on the dip. Are you nuts? So the stock goes to, the high was at, let's just use the high here, about $1,205. Now, the stock has dropped down to about 1,000, the low is about 1,125. It turned red. The stock turned red 5 days ago. So it told you the institutions were getting out. This is what my chart does. It said to get out. You can sleep at night. This dope is telling you get in when they're selling. So when the stock was at a high, let's just use a high of 1,213. She's pulled back now, okay, to 1,125. You don't buy it there. My chart's telling you the institutions are pulling their money out. It's already down 7%. 7% in about 5 days. And it's still going down. Oh, and you're going to jump in there right now because he tells you to? Buy the dip. No. You wait till it turns green. You come, if this is one of the stocks on the video, I'll be telling you, okay, it's time to get out, gang. It just turned red. I show you in the video. In fact, we'd say short it, start shorting it. But you would have gotten out. Now, if we're going to buy it, you don't buy it on the dip. So on the low today, it's at 1,125. We wait till it turns green. Got to wait till it gives us evidence that the big hedge funds are buying. He's telling you to buy it today when it's going down. No. Then when it turns green, you buy it only when it gets above its high again at 1,213, because that means when it makes a new high, new money comes in. When you're buying it as the stock is dropping, you're catching a falling knife. You are buying against sellers that could keep pushing it lower. You want to wait till the selling stops. Then on my chart that I designed, it will turn green, and then when it breaks up above the high, that's where you buy. That's where you buy. You don't buy on a... That's crazy. And here's the other thing. All of these FANG stocks, there's 4 of them, but put 2 more in, Apple and Microsoft, say 6 of them. These are controlling 40% of the earnings. So think of it this way. 495 stocks. On 500 stocks, only 5 are controlling the whole market. And this is where if there's going to be a crash, this is where it's going to come. So don't listen to these people. Now, if you were a gang member, you would know when to add back, when to get back in. You would have taken profits when it turned red. You would be getting back in when it turns green and makes a new high. In other words, the high that was on November 27th was at 1,213. When it gets above that high, that means new institutional money is coming in if it's green. How easy is that? Or when you join the gang, you take one of my stocks, one of my video stocks, which let's say I'm following 3 stocks or 4 stocks. I tell you every day what to do with that individual stock you own. Tell you when to buy, when to add, just like this. If this was one of them, I'd be telling you this guy's crazy. Don't do that. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG. It's a perfect time to join the gang. Let me tell you, stop listening about these tax cuts, how they're going to save the world. It's not going to happen. When you have debt like this, we have so much debt. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. And the debt, as we saw, nothing changed for Bush. Not a thing changed for when he put his tax cut in. And then we had, remember the holiday tax cut? Remember that program in 2004? The 2004 corporate tax holiday to bring foreign profits over here so that they don't have to pay tax on it. And they told us they were going to take all that money and plow it back into their companies for capital expenditures, new equipment, new machinery, and that was going to increase productivity and wages would go up. Remember that in 2004? We heard that too. Guess what they did? They never put the money back in. They didn't put it in the corporation. They put it in their pocket, the CEOs and the shareholders. Same thing happened with Reagan tax cut, 1981. It didn't cause their wages to rise, nor in 2004, nor is it going to happen in 2017. That's not what tax cuts do. You don't get wage increase because of tax cuts, because there's not one company. There's not one company who'll say to you, look at your face and say, oh, I make a decision to increase wages for my people on a tax cut. It doesn't happen that way. God. This is crazy. This is just crazy what's going on. Our trade deficit came out today. Do you know our trade deficit is killing us and nobody's talking about it? Our trade deficit in October increased from $44.9 billion to $48.7 billion. That's the widest, the worst deficit going back to 2012. Do you know what the consequences are of trade deficits? It adds about $250 billion to our already a budget deficit, which is over $500 billion, which we're going to be adding another $116 billion, which is going to be at $700 billion. And when that happens, you don't increase jobs. Jobs don't happen. You start losing jobs, especially we're losing 6 million jobs a year with trade deficits. There's big consequences. There's big impact on employment growth. With this trade deficit, our currency, our dollar, devaluates. It lowers and also the dollar, the interest rates go up as your dollar goes down. Nothing can be worse than that. Deficits. It lowers the GDP, our economic growth. It lowers it. It kills economic growth. It kills stability. And in terms of the stock market, it has a huge adverse effect. If we keep on importing more goods, which we are, then we export. How can we export? We just closed 76,000 plants. And you keep doing that for a period of time, and that debt keeps rising, then investors are going to start noticing that. And then they start noticing decline in spending. People aren't spending. They're not spending for goods. So they know that's going to hurt. And it's going to hurt the producers. And then it hurts the stock price. Given enough of that, investor realizes that there's few investment opportunities in the stock market. So they pull their money out and they start shoving their money to Europe. You think your brokers, you think this guy's going to tell you that?
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house. You're fine.
You're fine. That's all you're going to hear. This is crazy. So, and here's the other thing. When we import more than we export, as I say, we lose jobs. We import $2.7 trillion in goods of all these other countries. So we're importing about $2.7 trillion, and we shut down 76,000 factories. The deficit is higher now by $502 billion than in 2013 at $478 billion. Oh, they don't talk about that. Oh, the tax cut's supposed to fix this too? This is crazy. Autos drive the deficit. We import $350 billion worth of automobiles and parts, while only exporting $150 billion. Why aren't we putting a tariff on? Oh, we'll never do that. They say they're going to. He wants to, the president, but he'll never do that. He can't. The Congress will never pass it. Look, and the biggest problem we have is oil. We still are importing 10.1 million barrels of oil a day. And that kills any cutback in the deficits, in the trade deficit. Call right now, 877-600-GANG. Join my gang. Follow me in the new video that I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm going to start a new video right after this show.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.